Welcome, beautiful ladies, back to the channel. This is the episode 1 of the Blueprint series. It's a new series we're beginning where I'll give you actionable steps on how to become better. So it'll be about self-improvement, investing, like your finances and stuff. It'll be mindset, spirituality, business, everything. Okay, girl? So this is episode 1. Put your phone down for a second. Get out paper and a pen and let's take notes. This is the exact blueprint, okay, on how to stop caring what people think. Let's get into it. The number one reason that we should talk about this is because I know there are so many people out there wanting to do more, wanting to achieve more and live a life that's authentic to them. But what do? Nothing. We waste our lives. Mainly because we have this fear in us, this irrational fear that it is better to stay in this jail we have up here than to actually execute on our dreams, okay, and our goals. So today we're gonna leave that. You're gonna say goodbye to that old you. We're gonna make an identity shift. This is a new you. 2025 will hate to see you coming because you'll be this transformed woman, okay? Now listen to me. Firstly, we will go through the reasons of why you're thinking like that. To become better, you first have to understand the state that you're in right now. So let's talk about that firstly. The number one reason is it's natural to care. It lies in us, in our nature to care, because we used to rely on tribes to survive. So we wanted to be accepted by a group, otherwise we would die, okay? So it's natural. The second thing is we have this fear of failure. We have this fear that what if we fail, which is also very natural because we don't like to fail. Let's think about this, okay? When you're a baby, right? You're a baby, you're learning to walk, you fall. What do your parents say? Up again, up again, up again, up again, up again, up again, up again. You fall, up, you fall, up, you fall. Why do they do that? Because they know at some point you will learn to walk. At some point you will learn to walk. Because it's so natural for us and we've seen it so many times, it's like that fear isn't even there anymore. But in reality, we were failing at that when we were babies. But it didn't seem like that because we knew we would succeed. Not as babies, of course we can't think like that, but like our parents, of course, like us as people and humans. We just kept doing it because we knew at some point we'll succeed. It won't take long, like everyone else has done it, so why can't we? That's the exact mindset you have to have. Like, it's natural. It is completely natural. Like, you are a beginner. Let yourself be a beginner. Why are you so afraid? You haven't been doing this for 10 years, okay, baby girl? You have just begun. Do you expect yourself to be an expert? This is like a golden era, okay? You can era. Sorry about that. Rewind. This is a golden era, the beginning. What does this mean? You are allowed to make as many mistakes as you want. And people, you can just, if anyone is dumb enough to say something to you, you can just say, yeah, you're right, I was a beginner, I didn't know what I was doing. Have some irony, like just laugh it off, who cares? That was the second thing. You have a fear of failure, which is also very natural and understandable. Number 3, you have limiting beliefs like, but there's not enough money for me. There's not enough space for me. Or there's already a company doing what I want. There's already a person talking about what I want to talk about. Like, there's not enough space for me. Like, I'm not good enough. You have this imposter syndrome. Like, I'm not talented. I wasn't born with a gift like these other people. Honey, none of us were born with gifts. That's just the thing people say, like, oh, she's so talented, when the person has been spending hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours training for that thing that they're talented at. Athletes, musicians, celebrities, business people, every single one, not one of them was born with a natural talent to do something. It was all taught, okay? It was taught relentlessly. That's why they are talented. No one sees you doing the hard work. They only see the result. And that's why you have been fooled. That's why you have been fooled. I will show you the real deal, okay? Yeah, so that's the third thing. You have limiting beliefs. You have to realize that everything you've been taught, everything that's in your mind isn't a boundary to what you can achieve in this life. You can make your life your own. No one can stop you. Not your siblings, not your parents, not your teachers, not anyone on the internet. No one can stop you, okay? Now, I'm not going to say go out and fly, because, of course, anything within the realms of physics, but you get what I'm saying? I hope you do. I'm speaking from the heart. I really, really, really want my community to succeed, and I want you watching to succeed. I need you to listen to me, okay? This is crucial. You have to wake up. You don't have as much time as you think you do. You don't. You could die tomorrow. You can die in 5 years. You can die in a week. And let's say you're lucky enough to be on your deathbed and you have been given time by God to reflect on your life. You know what you will think? You won't think, oh, I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful that I didn't live a life that was authentic to me. I'm so thankful that I care so much what people will think. You won't think that. You will think about everything you regret. You will think about not living a life that's true to your soul. A soul that was calling to God, a soul that had a purpose, and you didn't go after it. And now you have no time left. And let me tell you one more thing, okay? Once you die, and I'm not trying to be dark, this is just the truth. I've seen it firsthand. When you die, they will bury you, they will go to your house, and they will eat your food, and they won't even talk about you. They'll be so worried and caught up in their own world. They'll think about, oh, I have this exam tomorrow, I need to go. I have to be at a job early tomorrow, I have to go. Or they'll be talking about the food. Oh, this is good food. Or oh, it was a bit too salty. No one's going to remember you after a while. Maybe your parents, maybe your children. But that's it. It just ends. And you wasted your life. Sorry about that. Actually, I'm not sorry. Why am I saying sorry for? You needed that. You needed to hear that. The fourth thing is, as I've already kind of talked about, you have imposter syndrome. That silent voice in your head telling you that you can't do it, that you are a coward. Let me tell you a thing, okay? We all have that voice. I have that voice. I have that voice every day. I just posted a TikTok I was nervous posting about because I was so close to the camera talking, and I was like, it felt too personal, but it had to be done. If I want to become better, it had to be done. So I'm doing it. Sometimes you just gotta not let your brain think. Sometimes one thing you have to realize, I learned this in a book by Naval Ravikant. I'll put a picture here. It's so good. Please go read it. And he's talking about, I think it was that book. If it's not, I'll put the correct book here. He's talking about you have this voice in your head, but it's not you. You have to put yourself in the seat of the observer of these thoughts. So let's say you're thinking, oh, I'm so mad at this person. No, you're not. You're watching in your head. Imagine yourself watching another version of you, like in a third person, right? Watching yourself be mad at this person, like you're just reflecting. You're just letting these thoughts pass by like it's a highway. You're just sitting there. Let's say there's a highway and there's a bus stop on the highway. You're just sitting there as if you're waiting for a bus. There's no bus. Let's just imagine, okay? There's a bus stop. That's you in your mind. These thoughts, they come and they go. They come and they go. Your feelings, they're not real. Your thoughts, they're not real. It doesn't mean it's true. That's what I mean. Like, your feelings are not necessarily the truth, okay? Because one person can experience a thing and another person can experience a thing. One will be left inspired. One will feel, oh my God, that's so cringe. I could never do that. Who do you want to be? Who do you want to be? So you are the observer of your thoughts. You are not your thoughts. You are simply the one who thinks them. Put yourself in that powerful position. The fifth thing, you fear judgment. You fear people's judgment. which is natural. We've learned to, like, you get grades at school, you have to listen to your teachers, you have to listen to your parents, you fear their judgment. It's very natural for us. We've grown up, we've been conditioned. Just like I said, everything you know has been taught to you, so you can break free of these barriers and limiting beliefs. Just listen to me, please listen to me. This fear of judgment is, of course, is natural, but you have to be honest with yourself, and you have to catch yourself when you're thinking that way. Because these people that you are so afraid of judging you, who are they? Because let me tell you this, a successful business owner will never judge you for starting your business. A successful content creator will never judge you for turning on the camera and speaking. A successful anything that you want to do will never judge you for starting. You know who will? Those who wanted to but couldn't. And you know, if you don't start now, you'll end up just like that, judging others and being bitter. You have to start now. Let's be honest, like, yeah, there's so many keyboard warriors out there. You can block them. It doesn't matter. Like, they're miserable. Please be so happy with your life that whenever you receive hate, be so true to yourself that whenever you receive hate or receive negative, like, negativity coming your way, you're in such peace because you're living a life so true to yourself that you're like, oh, you must be miserable. Like, I'm so sorry that you're in that state of mind. Like, I'm so sorry. I'm sending you my love. That's where I want you. Fear of judgment. People will judge you, of course. People, like, have you ever judged someone? Of course you have. You will be judged. Your videos will be sent to group chats like I have experienced. They will be talked about you behind your back like I have experienced. People will, if you're young like me and a Pakistani Muslim woman, people will probably go to your parents and say, oh, well, what is she doing? I have experienced that. People coming to my mom and saying, has she started a business? Saying it like it's a bad thing. And I laugh it off every time. Because I have something that they don't have, control over my own life. That's a bar, write it down. The sixth thing is perfectionism. Why are you so obsessed with everything being perfect? Why are you so obsessed with it? Every little thing. I just have to get my degree first, and then, like, maybe when I get married, and then I can pop out a couple of children, and then I can start the business. It's not gonna happen. You know it's not gonna happen. Oh, but no, like, they're right. I should, like, secure myself and get an education. And then I can do it. No, I need to read these 20 books before I start. Or you know, when I get I can loan from the bank, and then I have money to start a business. It costs $0 to start a business. Only doing the thing is doing the thing. Thinking about the thing is not doing the thing. Writing about the thing is not doing the thing. Reading about the thing is not doing the thing. Talking about the thing is not doing the thing. Planning to do the thing is not doing the thing. It's procrastination. Procrastination. You're pushing it. And that's so sad. Aren't you sad? Don't you feel bad? That there's this whole version of you that you could be, like this whole dream version of you that you could be, but no, you choose not to become that because it's just too scary. Or you're so scared, huh? Like, it's so scary. You know what's scarier? Living the same life every single day, being miserable, being in a job that you hate, having to listen to a boss because you're dependent on him for him to pay your bills. Like, you just have the same cycle, and you're a consumer. You consume stuff, you consume media, you consume everything, but you never produce anything. You're never creative. You never use that part of your brain because you don't understand the power of your mind. You're just stuck in a cycle. That's so sad. That's scary. It's not scary being a beginner and jumping out and trying. It's wonderful. it's wonderful, okay? But let's move on. And last thing, remember, it does not have to be perfect. It just needs to be get done. I started posting a year ago on TikTok and stuff. I grew it to 1,200 followers in like 3 months or something. I could have done better if I was more authentic. I see that now. But honestly, how could I be? I didn't know myself. But now I have learned so much this year that I feel completely comfortable talking to you like this and being authentic. I laugh at my videos back then, seeing how much I've grown, and I'm so thankful I started, because if I hadn't started then, I don't know where I would have been. But in a year, I've grown so much. And I truly, truly, truly wish the same thing for every woman watching. To experience this feeling of getting closer to your goal, hitting a big wins, small wins, and being confirmed every single day that you're doing the right thing, okay? Even if your closest might not even understand. 7th thing, comfort zone jail. Your comfort zone is an illusion, okay? There is a comfort zone, but it's not comfort. It's honestly just keeping you in jail. Comfort is what you're used to doing and the things you've done so repetitively that it has become natural to you, okay? So let's say the average person is overweight, doesn't work out, doesn't read books, is not into self-development, drinks a lot, goes to parties, basically kills their brains, kills their body, kills their mind, and most importantly, kills their soul. So you watching, my audience watching, you're probably already above average. You have to realize that as you grow and as you take the leap of going out and you keep doing these things, they will eventually come into your comfort zone. I started working out. I didn't know what I was doing. It wasn't in my comfort zone, but it is now. Now when I think of, I need to move my body, I need to work out, I need to take care of myself, it is in my comfort zone to go work out. It is in my comfort zone. I know exactly what to do. I know exactly what exercises, what weight, which centers to go to. I am so comfortable. I try new centers, like fitness centers, every time. I'm like, ooh, let me try that, because I can adapt, because I'm so confident in my skill of working out. It's all an illusion. That illusion is keeping you stuck, because you think, oh, it's so warm and soft in here, but it's a big scary world outside. No, it's not. What you think, you create. If you think of a scary big world, that's what you get. If you think of an abundant big world full of possibilities and endless space for you to create and grow, that's what you're going to get. Every time you do something, that thing goes into your comfort zone, because you get comfortable with it, because you do it so many times. So your daily routines right now are so comfortable for you because you've done it 100 times. So all you have to do is take a step and do that little step a couple of times. Take a bigger step, do it. My phone keeps playing with me and keeps cutting me off, so I hope it doesn't happen again. Yeah, so I think I've said what I wanted to say about the comfort zone jail. Now let's talk about number 8, which is your past traumas. I heard a lot of times people using their traumas as an excuse or as a reason for their success. It is completely up to you which one you choose. Let me tell you this. Everyone has a story. Everyone has deeply hurtful, crazy, traumatic stories that you could look at a person and never imagine they went through that. But let me tell you this thing. No one truly cares. Everyone is so caught up in their own, they don't care about that. And at some point, let's say you've been unfortunate, and my heart goes out to you, and I have a lot of love for you in my heart, and I care. I really care, and I wish I could hug every single person that's been through something traumatic and bad. So don't misunderstand this saying that your feelings are not valid. You have every reason to be angry. You have every reason to feel sad and disappointed. But you also have to understand a thing. If you're watching this right now, that means you're on social media, and that means you have access to the internet. And that also means you probably have been doom scrolling a couple of times. You're a capable human being of making your own decisions. At some point, you have to raise yourself. At some point, you have to realize that you hold the power, and don't let the trauma hold the power over you. It is a privilege that you have those experiences, because it's made you who you are. Without them, you wouldn't know what you know today, and you wouldn't have been who you are today. And that is a blessing and a gift in disguise. There's a reason you've been given the vision that you've been given. There's a reason you've been given the experiences that you've had. It was to teach you something. And let me tell you this, if you're thinking, why does these things always happen to me? There's a lesson in there for you, and you're not learning it. So God keeps giving you the lesson until you learn it. It could be financially, it could be in relationships, it could be in friendships, it could be in your jobs, it could be anything. What is it teaching you? What is the pattern? It's lying in you. It's lying in you. What is it in you that keeps manifesting this? Take the power back. I know you can. I know you can. Take the power back. You are so much more capable than you think. And this is where it starts. Getting over that fear of people, getting over those limiting beliefs, and beginning to say to yourself, I will win. I can do this. I am capable. There is space enough for me. I am unique, and there is only one of me with my DNA in the whole entire world. That means I'm one of a kind, and I'm gonna act that way. Number 9 is, you probably have a scarcity mindset. It's kind of like the limiting belief one, but the limiting beliefs one is more of like your personal beliefs about you, like what you're not capable of. Whereas the scarcity mindset is more about what's out there. Like, there's not enough out there for me. There's not enough money out there for me. There's not enough of this, Which is so untrue. There's a reason you're here. The world needs you. There's enough of everything. You can gain exactly what it is you want to gain. You just have to step out of your little shell, honey. Number 10, and this is a really important one. The last one, and it's really important. You don't have your own identity. You care so much what people think. You've been taught to be a people pleaser and care what people think. Your whole identity is a result of your surroundings. And let me say, people will probably say, but isn't that natural? Of course it's natural to a point. You grow up in your home and you're taught to be the sweet little girl, and then you go out in the real world. You go to school and you learn, oh, the world is not sweet, and then you change, and then you rebel, and then you blah 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 blah. And if you're watching this again, you've probably watched multiple movies. You probably know multiple successful people. So there is this part of you that is aware that there is more, but you still haven't started chasing it. And let me tell you a personal story about this. There was no one in my family, no one in my surroundings, no one in my circle that was a billionaire, that knew how to handle money, that knew how to run a business, that was a businessman, a businesswoman, that hadn't, there was no one successful like I wanted to be successful in my circle. No one. All I saw was people on the internet. 99% of them was from another country. It wasn't even in Denmark. So trust me, you can raise yourself and you can create a new identity. And that's where it starts. Here are some harsh truths. I've been talking about that death is near and people truly don't care about you as you think they do. And I just need to say 2 more things. Number 1, you're right. You will be judged. You will be talked about. I think I've also mentioned, your videos will be sent to group chats. People will talk behind your back. It's natural. It's part of the process. Who cares? They're miserable with their own lives. The second thing is, you don't have to make this big, grandiose, extravagant, out there, like, announcement that you're changing. You can just go undercover, grab a book about self-development, start reading. Once you finish that, grab another book, start following people that inspire you on social media, and start working out on the low. Go undercover. No one has to know. You're the same old, same old. And then, trust me, once you start doing that, that's exactly how I did it. No one knew. You start becoming so proud of your progress, and you become so enlightened, and you wake up. You wake up to this entire new world that you're like, I don't care what anyone says at this point. And there you have your breakthrough, honey. It will all be okay. I send you my love, and I send you hugs, and I am so excited to see you grow, and I hope you have an amazing day, and don't let yourself down. You deserve it. Bye.